In this video, I'm going to break down ulnar nerve pain, my experiences with it, and what I've learned about it. I had 3 elbow surgeries in high school, and with all 3, my ulnar nerve was involved. First, it was transposed at 15. Then it was pinched in scar tissue coupled with Tommy John at 16. And finally, it was pinched in scar tissue again, where they finally decided to put a collagen sheath around my nerve so it would no longer be pinched again when I was 18. The nerve pain lasted for 6+ years and affected me long after my baseball career was ruined. I was sitting in class writing notes and put my elbow on the desk in a funny way, and my hand and elbow both would go numb and be burning. Whenever I would throw, I would get a shot of electricity into my hand and a pulling sensation over my scar where I thought I was going to need TJ again. Some of the tests that I underwent were x-rays, MRIs, ultrasounds, and EMGs. I say this to point out that every doctor's focus was on my elbow because that's where the pain was. There was never a thought to take into consideration what was going on at my shoulder, my spine, hips, knees, or the ankles. All of the rehab I did was soft tissue work on my forearm and bicep and some shoulder strengthening exercises, but that never truly solved my nerve pain until the problem was reframed to me when I was 21. I was exposed to posture therapy for the first time my junior year of college at a summer internship. I was helping a pitcher from Baylor do his TJ rehab, and I couldn't throw the ball without my hands shooting with electricity. I was told to try these 3 exercises, and I stood up, and the electricity feeling never happened. And I thought it was voodoo. Nothing I ever tried gave me that feeling of looseness back in my arm that I hadn't felt since before the first surgery. It was explained to me in a very simple equation: inputs and outputs. The body that you take into the activity is the input, and the pain or limitation that you experience in that activity is the output. If we change the input, you change the output. So by getting my body and shoulder into a better position, changing the input, the output of the shot of electricity never happened. And my mind was blown. I had never heard anyone talk about the body in that way, and it made too much sense. And I was genuinely upset that it had taken so long for me to get the answers to why I was having these problems. And from there, I committed my senior year of college to studying posture and have decided to go all in on it to ensure that what happened to me doesn't happen to others. On this journey, I have learned so much about the body, and in particular, the ulnar nerve. And now I'm going to share with you what I've learned. Doctors and surgeons generally look at the site of pain and injury. So if the elbow hurts, they look at the elbow. But as we've talked about, there is more to this picture. The ulnar nerve connects to the cervical spine, runs through the shoulder, down the inside of the bicep, through the elbow, down the forearm, and into the pinky and ring finger. So there's a much larger scope to this problem than just the elbow. Baseball players, generally speaking, have similar body types like other sports. So most guys have a rounded thoracic spine, internally rotated or anteriorly hinged shoulders, an anterior pelvic tilt, and some other things as well. But let's hone in on the shoulder. We've talked about inputs and outputs. The alignment of the shoulder and upper back is the input, and the output is the nerve pain that you experience. Because the ulnar nerve runs through a large chunk of the upper back and arm, there are tons of places that it could be impinged or have restrictions on the freedom of movement, and that causes the nerve to grab, which leads to the pain. Let's take a look at my posture when I found out about this. You can see that I'm definitely rounded in my thoracic spine. My right shoulder is internally rotated and anteriorly hinged, and I'm rotated right forward in my back. This led to the nerve being restricted and the shots of electricity. So by me getting my body into a better alignment and freeing up the shoulder to move how it's naturally meant to, my nerve could move more naturally. This approach has worked for me and the athletes that I've helped overcome ulnar nerve pain. I've worked with athletes who have never had surgery on the nerve and others who have had multiple operations on their ulnar nerve, and all of them saw results in eliminating or reducing the pain that they experienced. So if you're tired of dealing with ulnar nerve pain and you want a unique approach to your body and situation, then book in a call with me through the link in the description, and we'll jump on a Zoom call and talk more about your situation and how posture can help you eliminate your ulnar nerve pain. I look forward to talking with you.